I believe the causes for feminism is men. I believe that. Men play a very significant role in the current extreme feminism that we see. And they can only live at a time like this, when a lot of us brothers are like this. We're all together, brothers. They wouldn't live at the time of the noble companions, Umar and Uthman, who take their responsibilities very serious, who do what is required from them, who fear Allah Ta'ala privately and publicly. Why is a woman not allowed to marry a non-Muslim and a Muslim man is allowed to marry a non-Muslim? It shows you that the man has more strength and ability, brothers. Sah? Women will follow lead when they see someone to follow. True or false? Right now. But if you don't have the qualities of a leader, don't blame anyone except yourself. Sah? But there are exceptions in the rule. There are exceptions. There are situations. But the bulk, wallahi, I remember. I once was teaching a group of sisters. They have all different ideologies, feminist ideologies. I said, sisters, I ask you guys a question. Billahi alaykum, by Allah. A man will provide for you. He will take care of your financial needs. He will take care of your children. Anything you need within the parameters of his ability and within the Sharia, would you stay at home and listen and obey him? And he does not use his authority to abuse and subjugate you. Every single one of them said, yeah, why not? But where are they? So, a lot of sisters fall to feminism because they have no other alternative. It's a coping mechanism for the problems that are out there, brothers. We're all together, brothers. I believe that genuinely. A lot of sisters will come back from all of this if they found a genuine, honest, truthful, sincere, upright person who can take care of his family, who can take care of his children, do what is required from him, have a strong bond with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A lot of women will fall in line. A lot of women. And there are, I'm not going to say there isn't, there is a large number of sisters who won't. Does that make sense? But the truth of the matter is, we should also accept that that's a problem that comes from a lot of us men. For example, a brother would have a conflict with his wife, or the marriage will end. He will say, I won't provide for the children because we want our separate ways. It's got nothing to do with me. But that's nothing to do with whether she's nice or good to you. The children are a responsibility on you. That's why Allah made you a qawwam. The same with the sister. When you say that to her, she says, oh, you're not going to now see the children. وَهَكَذَا it snowballs and it becomes a problem. We're all together, brothers. If you uphold the obligation that is set on you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala position you in a position of leadership. But if you don't have that quality, don't blame anyone except yourself. I always believe this. Everything that happens to you in your life, don't think it's because of someone else. Always remember there's something you did. Wallahi, always remember that. The Salaf used to say that whenever we disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, كُنَّا نَرَى أَثَرَ ذَلِكَ. We would see the effect of that. عَلَى أَزْوَاجِنَا وَذُرِّيَّاتِنَا. We would see the effect on our children, even on our riding beast. Our car's engine will not switch on. We would see the problems everywhere. We're all together, brothers. So, rather than blaming Allah and blaming other people, there's a portion of blame that you need to put on yourself to know that you have a role, you've played a mistake, you did something wrong. And that's why you're in the problem that you are currently in. And Allah will rectify. Once you do that, you think like that, and you work on yourself, and you nurture yourself, everything will fall in line. Does that make sense? But whilst you're not fixed, that's why A lot of sisters, listen to this. Billahi alaikum. Brothers, please listen to this. When you talk about listening and obeying your husband and doing what your husband says, a lot of sisters are looking at an absent father that wasn't there. Pay attention to this. It's not because they're against the hadith. It's not because they're against the ayah. But their father was absent. He abandoned them, and he abandoned the mother, and he abandoned the children, and he abandoned everybody. He was together. And now you're telling her that the man is your key to Jannah and the key to the hellfire. This is what she's seeing. It doesn't add up. Does that make sense? So you have to correct the vision. What type of person is the nusus talking about? Who should be listened to and who should be obeyed? We're all together, brothers. So we have a portion to play. I remember one time in the UK, I wanted to address the problems of the youths in the UK, especially my community that I was from. So I invited the fathers and the mothers. I told them all to come. Wallahi, one father came, he sat in the back. When he realized he was the only person that was there, he left. The rest were mothers. Are we all together, brothers? You realize, where are you guys? Your children are on the streets. They're selling drugs. They're killing each other. They're gang members. Where are you, oh father? Then you realize this is what's breeding feminism. Does that make sense, brothers? This is part of the problem of why we're seeing sisters who are thinking like this, because of these sort of men who are like this, who don't even care of their children and their problems. Are we all together, brothers? Brothers, my advice to you is spend time and effort and energy in your children. Wallahi, they are your responsibility. They should be your friends. They should be your companions. They should be the people you're with. If you have free time, your children. If you're at work, you're working for them, you come home, spend it with them. If you want to raise the next generation of great imams, great leaders, great influencers, where is the next ruler going to come from? It's going to come out from one of you guys, from whichever country you're from. Or if not your children, your children's children. Brothers. So if we correct the tarbiyah, inshallah ta'ala, وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ, the ending is for what? The believers. So we need to take care of our children and our families. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all. Barakallahu feekum. Hey, one last question.